We're back. What's up, y'all? Episode 75. God damn, we're just trucking along. I got a special guest today, JR Villarreal.
Thank you.
What's up, brother? Thanks for coming on, man.
75. It means a lot that I'm 75th.
Bro.
It means a lot that I'm the 75th. You know, I'm going to tell you right now. It means a lot. You know?
At least you're under 100, bro.
No. It means I'm 75th.
Yeah, bro.
It's a big deal.
Fresh from Bali? You were in Bali just like...
I was in Bali.
How was that, bro? What were you doing out there?
I was just on vacation, really. I mean, it was really pretty much just, it was very nice. I mean, this just happened because, so my stepdad wanted to surprise my mom for, they live in China. My mom lives in Shanghai. Yeah, my mom lives in Shanghai, China. Isn't that crazy?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my stepdad's company is like this global certification pipeline company, and he works pretty much around the world.
Yeah.
Like
So
human resources, they bounce around. But I think he just works for like the NSA or something, and
Yeah.
he's like some sort of like, you know,
some secret agent.
some sort of secret agent.
Yeah.
But
We're
you
just
know,
blowing his cover.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Sorry about it, ruined it. But you know, well, they don't know his name.
Yeah.
Ethan Hunt.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I'm sure you fuck with them all the time.
Yeah,
about that,
all the time. He
Yeah.
loves it though. He loves it. Anyways,
So they're living in China, and he wanted to surprise her out there.
yeah, because it was Chinese New Year. The time we were out there was Chinese New Year, so he gets time off.
You're off,
It's
yeah.
like a week and a half or whatever. So he was like, "Hey, let's surprise your mom. I want to fly you out." You know, first it was fly you to Shanghai. They weren't gonna go anywhere,
Yeah.
but then he found this. They found this good deal to go to
I
Bali.
heard it's pretty cheap. It's not bad.
It's super cheap. Go to Bali,
Far as
bro.
fuck,
I
though,
know
right?
the flight. Everybody's like, "Oh my
How
god."
long is the flight?
So the tough flight is the flight to Hong Kong. If you're in LA, you're lucky because you get one flight to Hong Kong. It's 15 hours. Yeah. And that flight could be,
That's uncomfortable.
it could be tough, but you take some Advil PM, you'll sleep through it.
Yeah.
To be honest. And they give you wine and, you know, when you're
Yeah.
traveling international,
Yeah.
they give you free alcohol. I didn't know this.
They want to get you hammered. So
Yeah.
you just
So you
relax.
just shut up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Or not.
Yeah.
I'm a chatty Cathy.
Or you get rowdy.
Yeah.
You know, there's a party in the back.
Fucking
with the
Pedro
flight
comes out.
attendants. But anyway, so that's why. He was like, yo.
I'm a little upset, bro. You guys killed an octopus. It was very strange to look at.
I'm sorry
It
about
was so strange
that.
to look at, bro.
Honestly, it
because the
attacked
thing was
me.
moving. Like if you guys haven't seen like an octopus, they had the ink inside of them, and it like moves, like almost like the. You remember that movie, Watchmen?
Yeah.
And had
The
dude used
mask.
to wear a mask and he used to change. That's kind of how it is. And then you guys killed it, and it was still moving. Like
because
that.
apparently
It's the ink.
it's the ink, but it's also like any reptile. Like the ink is attached to their nervous system. So since that ink is what gives them the response to change, like in their camo, you know. So it's responsive to their so it's responsive to their nervous system. So even though, you know, the octopus was dead, it was still like moving. It was super trippy.
Bro, I trip out. I'm like, is that a fucking? If
it's an alien.
That's what I'm saying. If we flew a rocket out of here,
Everyone
and
was
that was in the air, like in space, people would lose their shit. If that landed on the window of a space station or something, it's a trip, bro. They're smart. They change their they change their texture, they change their color, they change everything.
I'm amazed. We don't know, but I'm amazed. Like, that's probably like on some military shit where they try to take that technology or that animal adaptive
Well, you know, there's a theory about it.
System
that's
to like.
There's a theory
use
that
it.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like to try to create some cloak.
Because that's amazing. I mean, these animals, they become whatever they
instantly.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. They do think that they did come from they something in there. They have a different type of DNA structure. They have RNA or something like that. Unlike to anything else, the DNA the structure is different. So they think that it came from like a comet. Bacteria that was on a comet.
I
or
believe.
something.
I mean, we came from that.
That's true.
We're
Yeah.
just fucking stardust and all this other shit. You
Trip
know.
out. I follow
You
an
know
account on Instagram called 800 Down, and that's all it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All these fucking animals from 800 feet below sea level. It's kind of a trip.
It's a whole other world down there, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's a whole other world
Scares
down
me.
there.
Scares me to think about that shit.
You don't even like. I mean, it's kind of beautiful too.
It is beautiful,
because it's untouched.
but
by
the reason no, it's touched.
Is it?
Fuck yeah, the oceans are destroyed, bro. It's got to reach down there.
Oil, all the rigging. You're
That's
right.
what I'm saying.
All the oil drilling out there.
But you just had what's it called? High and Mighty come out on HBO.
Yeah.
Funny as shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit is so funny, man.
That shit. I mean, everybody killed that shit. Jorge's so funny in that.
I love that dude.
And Adam and Chelsea and Shakira, everybody's so funny. And the professor.
All of them have been on here. That's kind of crazy.
Really?
Jorge's been on here. Shakira's been on here. Chelsea's been on here.
They're amazing.
You ever been on here?
You got to get Adam on here then.
Yeah. I don't it's the only one I don't know. Yeah.
You got to go karaoke. Do you karaoke?
Dude, that's so funny you say that, but I mean, I'll
so
bring it up
funny
later.
You say that,
Yeah.
but I do.
I was karaokeing all weekend, bro. Speaking of which, oh my God, today was a fucking struggle, bro.
Karaoke.
Did you do anything yesterday for the Oscars?
I just watched them and then I went karaokeing.
Where'd you go karaoke?
To my boy Adam has this karaoke, like he hosted a karaoke night at the Foxfire.
I don't know where that's at.
Magnolia and Coldwater.
Nice.
And it's just this little, like, it's this old school.
We go to the Good Night.
bar.
You ever been there?
Oh, yeah. The Good Night's fun.
Crazy ass place.
Good Night's fun. Santa Monica.
I just burned out my spot. Now everybody's gonna be there.
Yeah. Everybody's already there, though.
No, the one on Burbank in North Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Good night. There's one on.
But yeah, that show is funny as shit. We all went to the premiere with you guys. Had an interesting night that night.
That was very interesting night. You scared some people half to death that night.
Yo, I straight up. I've talked about this before, but for those of you guys, I blacked out at dinner. I had I don't even know, bro. How long was it out?
Just dehydrated, maybe.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It was either a flashback or you were dehydrated or something.
Bro.
Man, Chelsea's mom almost died.
Yeah, bro. She was calling the ambulance and shit.
She almost. I was like, everybody, relax.
I was tripping. Yeah, but you came. I mean, it felt like I was blinking.
You were.
But
it was almost. I mean, honestly, a jerk. I don't know. I was trying to figure it out. I was like, I wonder.
Bro,
what.
it was. I mean, picture this. It's a group of like fucking 30 people in that room. We had a little, like, private little room in the back or whatever.
Yeah. Where were we?
We were at Don Cuco's.
Don Cuco's.
And then that little room in the back. Everybody was there. All the tables and shit. And I'm over here scaring the shit out of people. People think I'm dying.
It was out of nowhere,
bro. I know. And I told Jorge. I was sitting next to Jorge. I was like, dude, I don't fucking feel good. I felt the symptoms coming out. My ears started ringing, and I'm like, oh shit. Not right now. I don't know what was. I don't know, bro. It was such a trip. I gotta go to a doctor. I'm dying. But the show.
I gotta go to a doctor. I'm dying.
The show was hilarious, bro. I loved it. It's streaming right now on HBO, right?
Wait, you haven't gone to the doctor since that thing?
No, bro.
You gotta go. You fucking jerk.
I know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I know.
Yes, please.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
Or just drink fucking Zevia. Fuck it. You know?
We're drinking healthy soda.
Fucking Zevia, you know? We're healthy with our fucking...
Yeah, I had been fasting. I had just gotten back from a psychedelic retreat that weekend.
Oh, bro.
That's what it was, remember?
Yeah, that's right. You told me that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you have to recover, Jerk. You need recovery.
I was going too hard, too fast.
You got to recover from that.
But I was tripping, bro. You started as a child actor, huh?
Yeah.
How old were you when you started?
One of those. I made it.
But yeah, you're for real.
I survived.
Bro, you and Jorge are both child actors. How old were you when you started?
Oh man, I want to say like 10, 11.
Nice.
Area.
Damn.
The 10, 11 or 11 to 12.
What made you want to get into like just fucking?
To be honest with you,
yeah.
What the singular thing that made me want to get into it was The Mask.
The Mask? Oh, you could just be something else, and you're just like...
No.
I mean, the movie, The Mask.
Deeper, yeah, that's deeper. I like that.
I see what you're saying.
But the movie...
You're like, no. Jim Carrey, bro.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
Bro, that movie was great.
Oh, man. Watching The Mask... That was the first movie I was like, watch it over and over.
He's just having fun.
And over. And he's just having a great time. And then watching either Dumb and Dumber or... Liar, Liar, one of those. They all came out. Or Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, Ace Ventura. And then that was my first, like, I was like, what's that? Yeah. I remember, like, asking my dad, like, wait. Like, this is the same guy.
Yeah. How's he doing that?
How is this guy this guy? And my dad was like, well, he's an actor, you big Dumbo.
I forgot to put a timer.
That's what he does, sorry. You know?
Let me put a timer. How do I do this?
Just go back in time. Go back in time.
Yeah, dude, my phone's shattered as fuck. I'm gonna flip it over.
Yeah, please. Don't show me that shattered screen.
Bro, I just dropped it.
Please get that away from me. Honestly.
But coming into it as a kid has also got to be different. I feel like, right? Because you got to have your parents help you out and stuff. And I'm sure a lot of it is just, I don't know, it might have been funner. What was that like, being a kid trying to get into this?
I mean, I was totally blessed. I mean, I got totally blessed. Not only starting off as a kid, because you're not worried about all the
bullshit. Yeah, you're not in your head yet.
Not only that, but like just the money part of it, like being in LA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're just here. Your parents got you here.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm not really. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
from LA too, right?
I'm from Texas. I'm from Houston.
Oh, okay. But you moved out here
young because of that. Because of this.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because of this.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it was like there was a scouting convention in South Texas. We had moved from Houston to South Texas, and there was a scouting convention.
Was it a scam?
It was.
Dude,
Yeah.
everyone goes in on a scam. I fell in a scam too.
Yeah.
Man, these motherfuckers.
They make money.
They do make money.
And it's
a
not
lot
really,
of money.
It's a scam because they're making so much money.
They sell you a dream. Really, what it is.
Yeah.
Like
Or
some
an
of it is
idea.
legit. Yeah, some of it is legit. Like you do learn some things, but at the end of the day, it's like this ain't. Yeah.
I mean, even for Pro Scout, it's called Pro Scout, and I think they're done now because it was just ridiculous. But they were making so much money, and there were no guarantees. You would just get a business card from a rep
again
at another
sold
convention,
a dream, and they're getting paid,
and they're making money. So, it's just kind of crazy, but it worked.
Yeah,
sometimes it works.
I feel like a lot of times, even if you get scammed, like the will to want it, you'll figure it out.
Well, you're gonna for sure learn something from that shit.
Yeah. But you should at least.
Because that's that's the worst to have to deal with that, a scam like that, and not knowing, especially, and that's what they do. Like you said, they're selling you your dream.
Yeah. They're like, you could do this and you could do that. They show you the money and they show you this.
Yeah, and you're like, what?
This is easy.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
Mercedes.
I had an agency do that.
Rick
bro.
Muncie.
Yeah, for real. I had an agency do that. I walk in there and they're trying to woo me, and this wasn't even a scam. It was a legit agent. I ended up signing with them.
Oh,
but they were like,
and he's actually great.
No, it didn't do shit. But that's how they sold me. They had the whole board come in the room and shit.
Everything.
And I was just straight off a show, and they're like, oh, they have this fucking slideshow, and I'm like, they're like, we can create a brand around you, and I'm just like, and I'm fucking buying it. I'm like,
yeah, you're in it. You're in
like,
it.
What kind of brand?
You're in your
is
head.
this?
You're like,
I'm
wow,
like,
would I
this
buy
is
me?
great. What kind of shirts am I making? So, and they sell you this shit, but they can't guarantee a fucking thing. It's like anything, It's crazy. So you get into it with a scam, you get scammed out, and you guys move out here, and then what's that like the first few years?
So, it was a summer thing. It was like meant to be a summer thing. Where my dad was like, let's just do it for the summer, see what happens.
That's fucking cool of your parents, though.
Bro, we're blessed.
Yeah.
Blessed.
Yeah.
And for them to be in a position to be able to do that, we're just blessed. And, like looking back, I'm so thankful, for that. I'm so grateful for it. But at the time, you don't think about it.
It's a nice little foundation for your career,
Oh, my God.
10-year-old kid.
It was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Should I get like this?
Yeah.
I get all sexy with it. You want me to get like this? What's up?
You get your radio voice on.
Yo, let me.
Playing cool jams, 98.7.
Here we are, folks. Make sure to put your windows down and bump it on this one.
So you want to do more comedy, right, than anything else?
I mean, I'm all over the place.
You are, but I feel like you're just a funny motherfucker.
I love to
You've done some funny roles,
fun and make people laugh and stuff. Like, I
want to do comedy, but I don't. I do all the drama, and I'm a silly dude too. You know what I mean? But like,
well, you can do both.
Yeah, for sure. I just feel like I don't give that vibe off initially when people.
Well, because they're already selling you as what you've done.
Yeah.
So they're like, that's what they want you to be.
Yeah.
And that's fine because you're great at that.
And you're making money.
You do it.
But you want to do something else.
But you want to do something else and, or just put a little. I mean, to be honest, for me, I don't really think about, I don't really separate it. Like, I try. Of course,
But that's kind of the comedy in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
The more in it you are, the more funnier it is.
Yes, because you're committed. Because, there's people I know, family, cousins, and uncles that I know that they're so funny, but they're not being funny.
No, they're just hilarious because you're a character.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
But,
exactly.
But it's for a long time. You see a lot of people do that. Oh, you got to do these tricks. You got to do the reverse. I'm like, yes, like there's a part that's a part of it, but I feel like a lot of it is just. I mean, a lot of it's in the writing, and you just got. I don't know. Who knows?
But it's also, what it is for me. The only difference, if I could say technically, like since you're an actor, and we're having this conversation. Tempo, like pace.
Yeah. It's a little bit faster.
Yeah, because
punchlines.
You're listening at a higher speed almost because you're kind of like boom, 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 boom. And that's what can be funny because that will lead you to.
And I feel like comedy's even getting more and more at that. Like it's only getting not harder, but content's only getting better. So now it's like laugh. They're sliding in jokes on every fucking angle.
Everything's a joke.
Yeah.
Everything's a joke.
That's the way it's got to be done now. Yeah, attention spans, social media,
They're shorter, so people want to be kept. They want if it's a comedy, they want to laugh throughout.
Dude, you do skits and they're hilarious. You do for social media. They're so funny, bro.
I'm trying to do more.
You do the fucking cholo with the mustache.
Yeah, you gotta, rule number one. What was it,
bro? I forgot what the video was about, but it was like you trying to groom your mustache.
Yeah, in the restroom.
Grooming your mustache. For cholos or something like that.
My name is Octavio de la Cruz Montemorelos, signs hasta la muerte, Villarreal, and this is how to shave your mustache from the Book of Cholo.
That's what it is from the Book of Cholo. These videos are hilarious, bro.
I'm gonna be making more.
But you got to.
I'll be making more. I love doing that.
So you guys start doing this, and then what happens? Like the first few years, how are those? I mean, you're probably not stressing out about
when
it,
I'm
right?
little, coming in.
Yeah.
So, bro, I got so at the time we thought all this was normal, right?
Yeah.
Coming over to LA, like we thought it was normal.
People do that.
My little sister, little Cutie Pie, right?
Yeah.
We get out here. She books like 2 or 3 national commercials in like 2 weeks, bro. Like
she wasn't even trying it.
She just did it because her brother was doing it. So
is she still doing it?
No, she's in college right now at A&M. She's an Aggie, so whoop.
Yeah,
gotta say that. And she's super cute, so she starts booking commercials. Like, boom! I haven't even gone out on an audition.
Damn, you're like, man, my little sister's
and I'm
crushing
like,
it.
Yeah, so she gets like a Chevy commercial and like another car
gang
commercial.
Of money.
And
back then too, I'm sure it was gang of money.
Yeah, she definitely did her thing. Which she still has to go get her fucking Coogan shit, her Coogan account handled.
Yeah.
But so she's doing her thing. I'm still kind of like not even auditioning yet.
Yeah.
But I'm working with Carrey Anderson, which was the guy that pretty much handled like the youth department in the management company. And he's pretty much, I mean, big shout out to him because he pretty much taught me everything.
He specifically focused on child actors?
It was not just child actors, but kind of like the teens he worked with everyone, but they had 2 separate classes for the management company, and he led the younger class. So it was just because of that that we worked.
There's
more.
the adult and there's the younger. Yeah.
And I was a new kid coming in, the first little Latin boy in the company, and they want,
It's before diversity was cool.
Groom me. Yeah, it was like this whole, you're the first Latin boy, and oh my goodness, and this whole thing, and we're just like, oh yeah, I'm Mexican, but that's fine.
Yeah. But to them, they're probably seeing these breakdowns where they're like, they need a Latino, and they're like, we don't know any Latinos.
Yeah, where are they?
Yeah.
I think they're
right here.
I think they're in downtown.
Yeah.
No,
I think they're downtown. I saw a few. There was a Mexican restaurant down the street.
But
so he starts grooming you to kind of like be
like training. So like I'm kind of learning what it is to kind of read sides and just do them in a casting room.
The whole process.
The process of it.
Sides, for those of you guys who don't know, it's that whenever you go to a quote unquote audition for a role, they'll give you a breakdown of who you are, right?
Yeah.
Like this person's witty, funny, whatever the fuck, and they'll give you your name, and then they'll give you sides, which is like a couple scenes. Sometimes they're chopped up and just like a few scenes or whatever, just so you can audition with those scenes.
Yeah, it's usually just like, a scene or 2 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
It's a nice, good
dialogue
scene.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just 1 line here, 2 lines there, then 4 lines here.
Sometimes it's 15 pages. You're going in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you're like, damn, homie. Like, all right.
Get this down.
That's why sometimes I'm like, it's changing now with self-tapes.
Yeah.
Because which is kind of crazy. We're doing the casting director's job.
Yeah.
So how he kind of grooms you? Did you guys start booking or what starts happening there?
Well, I got an audition, my first audition, and it was for a pilot for Fox, and it was a Ron White pilot.
Ron White, the comedian?
Ron White, the comedian.
Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
I love him. Yeah.
So that was like, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that.
Damn.
And Ron White had this show that was going to come out, and it was called The Ron White Show. And it was about his true life story about going to live in Mexico.
That's right. He did that.
Yeah. So it was a show based on that, and Betty Thomas was going to direct and all this stuff. And I actually just ran into Betty Thomas, too, at Ernie's the other day, and we had the craziest moment.
But you guys ended up booking that.
So, yes. So my first thing ever is we don't know what's going on. We go, and I booked this shit, right?
Yeah.
I booked this pilot. I went into test, and my manager, the head of the company came, and that's when I kind of was like a little kid, but I still kind of felt like,
this is a big deal.
Yeah,
I think.
maybe this is a big deal. We went into Fox, and back in the day it was different.
Yeah. I don't like that lot though, Fox.
Which one? The 20th. The fucking
the one in on the west side. I mean, they're both
yes,
just it's impossible, bro. The parking lots.
Yes.
It's huge. You get lost. It's just not. Yeah.
Yes, and it's our first time doing this whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like overwhelming. I just remember my mom being super nervous and like everyone else is just kind of like means business, and I'm just kind of
being a kid.
Yeah, just kind of like
which is like kind of what we need to do now.
Exactly. which is the fucking trippiest thing that I found myself.
Because you're oblivious to it.
Oh my God, it's so crazy. All the work you do, you know, as an adult, to learn the craft of acting and to continue learning because it never stops. It's always morphing.
Always, it's a muscle.
Like, yeah, and just realizing sometimes you're like, damn, I just gotta go back to being a kid again.
That's all it is. Your imagination.
I literally just have to go back to being a child.
My teacher always says that. I actually go to the school that Jorge Diaz recommended me to. The Imagine Life. Yeah, I love it there. But you know, for her, she always brings up and like she'll say something like, when you tell a kid to be a dinosaur, he's not telling you what's my character, my intention. They're just like, I'm a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and they're all in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's really what
I'm a dinosaur now.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like the way
it's funny because they reference that in Step Brothers. Where, you know, I'm talking about where the dad's like, I used to be a dinosaur, and then somehow along the way, I lost my dinosaur. He's like, don't lose it.
That's so true. They use that exact thing. Step is so good.
Yeah, I love that movie. Kelly and a wine mixer.
But yeah, you got to get your dinosaur back.
Yeah.
You got to get your little baby dinosaur.
And it's really just you getting in your own head because you create these stakes and heights. And it's like sometimes it is a little nerve-wracking, right? Because you're walking in, and it's like, maybe it's a presentation, but it's like all these bigwigs, executive producers, and all these things. And you
it's
have to
intimidating.
Go, quote unquote, test. I hate that fucking word.
Yeah.
Testing
like
for way to get
and
in
you
my
sign
head.
Your whole life away.
Yeah, bro.
Before you even know anything.
Yeah, before
your whole life is signed away. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Why did they even?
We have to agree to this.
You want to guarantee it's some sort of insurance, but it's just kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, and then non-disclosure, you can't even talk about it. You can't do shit. Like,
but you know, it's changing now. I think because of the self-tape, like you said, to where I haven't been put in any situations, at least where you walk in and it's so intimidating with so many people. Yeah, there'll be like sometimes 12, 15 people, okay. But bro, when I was little, and I'll never forget, when I went into that room and they take you into the big boardroom out there and I'm little, being walked in.
Yeah.
They introduced me, you know.
Fucker's wearing his bow tie.
And it was like, yeah. And they introduced me and I go in and there was like 30 people, bro.
Too much.
I mean, there was, and I just remember one moment of kind of like, oh wow, that's a lot of people, and then being like,
oh wow, that's a lot of people,
and then being like, oh okay, yeah, you know,
it's so crazy.
And people like peeking over, and people like peeking over like to see me because I'm so little, and they're kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
And people have straight up panic attacks to that shit.
Yeah,
you know,
and to this day, it's like, all right,
yeah,
kind of go back to that moment.
You have to,
you know, but bro, for Pro Scout, they made us do a monologue in front of like 5,000 people. I mean, everyone's there in the convention, and everyone goes up on stage.
Well, that's good for you, though.
There's a monologue.
Yeah.
So for me, as that little kid coming in, I was like, it's not 5,000 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of like.
And then eventually like, oh, maybe it is 5,000 people.
Yeah, maybe. But I think it's 20 though.
I think that helps you because I came from music, right? Playing, and you would playing in a band.
What do you play?
I'm a drummer.
Oh.
Yeah, look at all the drums. Bro, there's drums everywhere.
That's why you got that like sexy drummer vibe.
That's what it is, bro.
I thought you just liked drums. I didn't know you actually played them.
No, I've been playing for 20 years.
Yeah, because I thought you just liked the shape of them.
Yeah, they're nice and round and shit.
It's a vortex.
It's a vortex. But that was a certain thing. Like I remember my first stage fright experience, and then like overcoming that, and then that translated over because I got into acting in my 20s. You know what I mean?
What made you make that?
I was the band that I was in. We recorded an album. We were touring. We were selling out clubs. It was fucking great.
Oh, that's
and then the band broke up, and it was like one of those first times where I realized like it's not in your. There's so many moving components.
Wait, can I ask why did the band break up? Just kind of like
it just wasn't fun. Like the guitar player, he just wasn't. He's like, I'm not having fun anymore. I don't like this anymore. I don't like that's not what I got into. And the band had been together. Well, the band had already been together for like 10 years. I auditioned to be in the band. Like I'm like at high school. I was like 17 or 18 years old,
shit.
And they didn't want to bring me on because they're like, this kid's 17 years old or 18 years old, but they're like, but he's good. So I ended up playing with them, and they broke up, and it's just the politics, and we kept firing managers, and we couldn't find our little.
Wait, but
groove.
y'all had it.
Yeah, I mean we recorded a full album, 12 songs and stuff. We had but it was going good,
That's
and then
man.
you lose that. Yeah, it was kind of cool because I had a mohawk, bro. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy.
That's fun.
It was
That's
tight.
a character. You got to bring that guy back.
Yeah, bro, I'm down. I want to do that. I really want to write a project around that.
Yeah.
And when all that broke up, I was just frustrated, bro. I was working a job that I hated, made a gang of money, and then my girlfriend had just dumped me because I was being a shithead, and you know what I mean. I was
because of all the money.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it always
Yeah.
works. It always works.
And then And then, I was just in the place. I was like, I need something to create myself expressively. And it was one of those scam things where I'm just like, okay, I'll sign up to a class. Googled something. And then, they led me to another place.
But were you here? Were you in LA?
Yeah, I was already out. I grew up out here, so.
Okay.
So, but I feel like a lot of it's just that being in front of people. Like, people always tell me, like, it's not so hard to act. I'm like, okay, well, try to do it when there's a camera in front of you, and there's a whole fucking crew, and everybody stops. And action. And everybody's staring at you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And then people are working and watching you. They're like, oh my God. Cut. It's a million people. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's fucking crazy. And you have to learn to become comfortable in that environment really fast.
You want to know, to me, when people tell me about acting or thinking, or if I've ever told somebody that I think they can act and they're like, oh, no, I can't.
Yeah.
I say, well, it's really not the acting, but I say exactly that. Yeah. It's being comfortable with the cameras.
Yeah.
The intimacy,
pressure.
Yeah. Having to connect with somebody that maybe you've probably never met before.
I think a lot of it is like laser focus too. You gotta be super focused, because like if you're worried about homeboy over here with his mic, you know what I mean, and this dude with the camera, like, and that also, like, sometimes you get in your head. The more you learn, the more you start to like, oh, I gotta forget about all these people, and then you gotta forget all that. Okay, God, these aren't important. It's not important. My job is to carry the scene out or whatever. So then you start going and you're doing your thing. And then, so you booked this thing, and what was that?
It was a pilot for Fox called Senor White.
So it didn't get picked up.
It didn't get picked up, and this is why, because I love how I'm saying this. Yeah, it's so stupid, but just because there's beef. There's beef. We got beef in Hollywood. Yeah. I'm about to lay it out right now. I'm about to
beef out, bro.
Yeah,
I want to hear it
out. So, we were supposed to be picked up. But another network, who shall remain nameless, dropped a show, right, that was like a Latin demographic show. It was like Luis Guzman's show. They dropped him.
I love Luis Guzman, though.
So then he's great, right?
Yeah.
Except for, then our network was like, well, we'll pick up that show, because I think they'd already ran for a season, so they had a little bit of an audience.
Yeah.
So they said, we'll do that. Momentum. And they didn't pick our show up. So I was like, Betty actually brought that up the other day when I ran into her. She was like, wow.
And she remembered?
That would have changed. Yeah. Well, I remembered. We were sitting at the bar. Excuse me again. We were sitting at the bar at Ernie's, and we were eating. Who was I with? I was with Ray and David, I think. I was with Ray and David.
David Castaneda?
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to him. He's on the Umbrella Academy right now.
Big shout out to David, bro.
You know how crazy it is?
Yeah,
that show blew up. Have you seen his Instagram?
Bro, it's great. Yes.
Bro,
I was there
in 2 days.
Yeah.
It went from like 1,000 to like 200,000.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I was there the first day with him that he's like going through this. He's like, bro, look at this, bro. He's like, this is crazy.
Insanity.
The amount of people that are just, the show's great. Have you seen it?
I haven't finished it. No, I haven't watched
bro.
it. I read for it. I loved the role.
Yeah.
I love that. That's such a fun role. I was like, if they do this right, this show is going to be the shit.
Yeah.
And I think they did it right.
They did it right. It kind of feels like, I mean, this is just me. It kind of feels like the vibe of it, the look of it.
Yeah.
To me, I get like the Matrix, like the Wachowskis, the kind of colors. I like it because of that, you know? But
because it's like a dark, but it's almost comedic. Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's like a dark humor.
Yeah,
you know. But it's I like it, bro.
Yeah,
it's good, and David kills that shit in it.
Yeah.
And
of course,
it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun,
bro. When I saw that, I was like, I'm watching it. You know, it's weird, right? Because like, being in the industry we're in, all our homies are up on billboards and on this, like, Carlito's on Step Up, and he has his billboards up, and this dude has Umbrella. I'm just watching Jorge Diaz. Remember when he did the Long Road Home? Posters everywhere.
The National Geographic one. Yeah.
Bro, I read for that too. Yeah. It's crazy too. Like,
all of us, we're all reading the same shit. Yeah, everybody.
When it's like, call all the Latinos.
So it's like, bro, listen. As long as one of us gets it.
Yeah, for real. I'm like, as long as if one of us we know, cool.
We're good.
Yeah,
just keep on keeping on.
But at the end of the day, like, it's so many moving parts. So for those of you guys who don't understand the process, the way it works is like the network will buy scripts, right, for pilots. They'll buy, for example, 20 scripts, right, and they'll develop those 20 pilots. Out of those 20 pilots, they shoot them, throw a gang of money into them. Out of those 20 pilots, they'll pick like a few, say 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, depending on the slate.
Depending on what it is, right? Yeah. And then they'll take them to upfronts, which is like they go present it to everybody and see how it does. And then from there, one might get picked up. and then it's still not for sure, right?
Yeah.
You get picked up, okay, cool. They shoot, X amount. They get an order for episodes, like, oh, we're gonna order 9 episodes or 10 episodes or whatever.
If you're lucky, you get a full season.
Yeah, if you're lucky, you get greenlit for the season. And sometimes even being greenlit for a season doesn't mean like sometimes they'll just scrap it.
Because the rating, if they're not there.
Yeah, I worked on a pilot for Amazon with Jana Lee Ortiz. She was on Rosewood. Okay. She's on that firefighter show now, Station 19.
Yeah.
Which we all knew she was gonna be a star. And it was greenlit. It was greenlit to go a whole season, and boom, they just canned it, pulled this plug, last minute. And it happens. So you book this pilot, and you do your thing, and then boom, it's out of your control.
You never know.
You never know.
I mean, but it's like acting too.
100%.
You go, you do your job, and then hope the editor's good too.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're only in charge of your job. That's why I mean, like, there's so many moving components. Like, think about that. Another show, like, had nothing to do with the show,
And it just happened by chance.
Yeah.
Just the time of it.
But at the same time, you get your quote, right? Which is good.
You make money.
Yeah, you make your money, and then, but also, like, whenever you book a pilot, they'll give you your rate, and then that'll be your quote. That's set. And then the next one you book, they'll try to get you more money, or they will get you more money.
That's set.
And then they'll set that. So you don't go beneath that.
I'm going to have to go back into the record books for real.
Like, how much was that?
What the hell? How much was it?
Yeah, this quote is high. Like, dude, that was in the 90s. Yeah, so it doesn't get picked up. And then were you devastated? What's happening with you?
No, I mean, I went on this crazy kind of little lucky streak.
You were the little Latin boy in town.
I was a little Latin boy in town.
That makes sense. And the studios will keep you in a little like rotation too. Was it with Fox a lot or no?
You know what? I think the first couple ones were. I think so because
that's how Gabriel booked Planet of the Apes.
Because it's Fox.
Well, yeah, because he did something. He did something else with them, and then
he got the other Fox thing too.
Yeah. That's right. The what's the other thing?
Too Old to Die Young.
No, not Too Old to Die. Oh yeah, that's right. Was it Too Old to Die Young? I think the pilot. No, not Too Old to Die Young. It was the other one. It was a military one. I forget, but it didn't get picked up.
Yeah.
But he ended up doing The Purge. Or he's on The Purge.
Right,
yeah.
That's right, The Purge. Okay.
So I was just with him last night.
He stays working.
Yeah, exactly. But he's also a child actor too. He started when he was 16. First movie was Freedom Riders. Yeah. Shout out to him.
Freedom Riders. My boy Willow was also in that movie too.
Oh, shit.
Funny enough, Willow too.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah,
crazy. It's a trip. I was playing in a professional drum line at the time, and one of the guys that I played with, he was growing out his hair, and we used to grill him all the time. We used to go to practice. We were on tour, and it was in L.A. and he lived in Gardena, and they went scouting out there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm doing a movie." I'm like, "What? Shut the fuck up! He's doing a movie." And he was doing Freedom Riders, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bro. It's such and I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about none of that shit, right? It just so happened that we're playing the same drum line. We're touring, and this guy, he's like, "I'm doing this movie." And we're like, "Shut up!" And then he ended up being Freedom Riders, and I'm like, "Damn, bro."
What role?
I don't even know. I don't remember.
But he was in it.
He was in it. Yeah, he was one of the students.
That's
fun.
fun.
And Gabriel knows him. And I'm just like, what a trip. I don't think he ever did anything else after that. But
he wasn't lying though.
For real. You get with Hilary Swank, your first film, Academy Award winner. You know what I mean?
It was a good movie too.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was a good movie. They did a nice press run. They went everywhere.
And movies like that stay alive.
Yeah,
because they're educational.
Yeah,
they show them in schools.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, and it's a true story. So
it's a true story
too. Yeah,
that's right.
So that's how you get an Academy Award. You do it. Look at Remy Malek.
Sass.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the Oscars?
I didn't even watch them.
Really?
Yeah, I went out.
You boycotted it?
That's why I just don't give a fuck.
You're striking?
I mean, no.
I just don't give a fuck.
Like, think about it, bro. You've been to award shows,
right? That's what the Academy's going to play for you when you're like, why did I not get a nomination for that? And they're going to be like, do you remember this?
Yeah.
Episode 75 of your podcast with J.R.
Talking all that good shit, huh?
You don't give a damn about the Oscars, huh?
Yeah.
But not what you want.
Yeah. Well, I
get it.
Have you been to award shows, right?
I've been to an award show, yeah.
Think about, was that fun?
It was fun. It was more of like a charity thing. I'll never forget it. But it wasn't like an award show. It was like they had already decided. They were like presenting with an award, you know?
I've been to like the Almas or the Imagen Awards or something like that. Image Awards. I don't know. But I go, bro. You're starving. You do this stupid ass red carpet. You take these stupid ass pictures. I'm such a hater.
Yeah.
You take these pictures. At first, I thought it was cool, but now I'm like, it's so exhausting. And you're there and you sit in your seat during a long award ceremony.
Yeah,
it's like 8 hours. Everyone's starving. Nobody's eating. All the women are complaining because they haven't eaten. They're like, I haven't eaten to get in this fucking dress. I haven't 8 hours of makeup.
Yeah.
And then everyone goes to the after party. And since everybody's stomach is empty, they got free alcohol.
Yeah.
Everybody gets slammered.
Yeah. Lit.
And that's the funnest part. So I was like, I'm just gonna skip the award
People
show.
go just for that.
Yeah.
Just for the after.
Dude, I ended up drinking last night. I don't drink really.
What did you drink?
Whiskey.
What kind? I love
Jameson.
Jameson.
Jameson on the rocks with a splash of ginger. But I did
Ooh.
like 10 of them.
Oh.
So I was struggling. I literally crawled to the bathroom
Why
this morning.
Jameson? That's what you drink, right? Because I think that's what you drink, right?
Yeah. I'll do Jameson or
Excuse me.
I don't know.
What's with Jameson? I
don't know. I feel like a gentleman when I drink it.
Is that? Do you?
You know what I mean? Like,
Do
isn't there
you?
Gentleman's Jack? There is Gentleman's.
There's a Gentleman's Jack.
Yeah, but I like I don't know what it is. Irish whiskey.
I've never been a Jameson.
Really?
I'll drink Jameson. I love whiskey. I like Scotch. I'll have a Glenlivet over a Jameson.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
A Glenlivet?
Yeah.
A
Glenlivet.
You don't know? A Glenlivet?
Let me enlighten you, sir.
Oh my goodness.
Is
It's
it
in
good?
the Glen families.
Really?
Oh my god. The family of Glens.
Bro, I don't know.
Guys, I might get a commercial about
Bro.
for real.
You're just spokesperson.
Glenlivet, listen. I'm right here, guys.
Yeah.
You need me.
Hey,
Okay.
book 'em.
We'll do funny
We got a
bits.
quote already and everything.
Yeah, we already got the quote from
1997.
1997. It's big, so be ready.
But so you guys are doing this, and what happens, man? So like, how do you kind of flash forward? Yeah, you did that. I remember you did a movie with Fernanda Romero.
Ghost Team 1.
Yeah, bro.
With Fernanda.
Yeah.
She's great. Big shout out to Fernanda.
Yeah, she's had a
beautiful
kid.
baby. Yeah. She's doing great. Oh man, she was so fun. And Fernanda low key like made that whole movie because we had to conform to Fernanda.
Yeah.
And
the movie. So explain what the movie's about.
So Ghost Team 1 is a comedy that we did. We being the people that produced it, Hernani Perla, Scott Rutherford, Ben Pizer.
Good memory.
Yeah, no, we're still like it's a little team right there. We're still trying.
Nice.
We've been raising money for this other feature and trying to do it because it was so fun, bro.
Yeah.
To make
A lot of it is
that.
Great. A lot of it is work. The people you're working with.
Team.
You know what I mean?
You're building a team.
100%.
You know, you're building
who's dependable.
the Avengers,
who's gonna
bro.
get there? Who am I gonna spend 15 hours a fucking day with and be cool with them?
Yeah.
You know.
And be like, all right, see you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Because we have to.
4 hours of sleep or something crazy.
Know?
So the movie's about what? It's a comedy.
It's a comedy, so it's like it's pretty much a mock. It's not a mock because it's an original story.
You guys are shooting.
We're
it.
mocking the genre, of the found footage genre.
Yeah, like the
and
Blair Witch Project type
paranormal
shit.
activity, Blair Witch, that type of
yeah.
stuff. But we're in a house, and it's me and this other guy
I feel like you guys had cameras on your helmets.
played by Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like hero cameras on our POV cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
It's me and Carlo Santos.
Yeah,
He's in
yeah.
it too.
He's a comedian, right?
Yeah, he's a comedian. He's great.
Hilarious.
Too. He's an actor.
Hilarious,
He's
by the
fucking
way.
Funny as shit. He has a show at UCB that he does.
Yeah.
Spanish Aquí Presents, I think.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. If I'm messing it up, go to Carlos Santos Instagram because he's great.
He was a Metro PCS guy for a minute.
Yes, he killed that.
Bro.
He killed
I was talking to him about
that.
it. I was like, dude. He's like, dude, I never do commercials. But this one's he was on every fucking billboard.
Everything.
Spanish,
Everything,
English,
bro.
radio,
Bro.
TV, everything.
Listen, I would not
The stores,
stop-
he's a fucking guy in the store.
Dude, we would like work out. Me and Carlos went on this kick, right? So that we would do these insanity asylum workouts, you know? And he had the video, so we would do them.
Getting ripped.
And we were trying to get all jacked up, you know? We were actors. And we're
City.
doing these workouts, and then after, of course, we're like going to Jack in the Box because we're horrible people.
Yeah.
And then we're in the
We'll work out,
drive-thru.
get a fucking cheeseburger.
And then
I
go
earned it.
straight to Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
The milkshake. And the lady, the drive-thru, she goes, Aquí está el muchachito del Metro PCS. Aquí está el muchachito del Metro PCS. Míralo, qué guapo está. You know, and bro, I lost it. I mean, that's what I was like. Drake, this is a big. And he
It
was
was
like,
huge, bro.
He was like, bro, this is a big. He was in Mexico. He did the international one too.
Bro.
Oh no, he did both English and Spanish.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he did. In TV, radio, billboards, everything.
Apparently, the networks are fighting for him right now.
Really?
There's something going on.
Yeah. He's
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Just throw that, everybody.
With my Carlos, but he's great and he's hilarious in it.
Yeah.
So it's Brad and Sergio. I play Brad. He plays Sergio, and then Fernanda plays Fernanda.
Hot as fuck.
And hot, you know, Fernanda.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah.
And she comes in, and kind of makes us fall in love with her, but kind of says that she has this thing for ghosts and feels this energy presence in our house. Yeah. And we turn that into like, well,
I'm trying to get with this girl.
We're actually trying to shoot a documentary about that. Yeah. And then that's the movie. Yeah. It's us pretending to shoot a documentary movie, but there actually are ghosts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the funny thing about it. That's what you guys are like fucking around.
It's so stupid.
It's great, bro.
It's a lot of fun. It's embarrassing.
And then flash forward. No, it's great. It's great. I mean, for you, funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but for you.
Yeah. Watching fucking High and Mighty was another one, bro. That shit is so fucking good, bro. Funny, bro. High and Mighty. It's on HBO. Go check it out right now, guys.
Yes, HBO High and Mighty, guys. Check that out.
It's interesting how I did it. I think they separated into like three little. Was it two? No, two.
Well, now it's just one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They put it all together?
Yeah. So HBO put it all as one, as like a feature.
Because it's supposed to be a show.
A series, yeah.
Yeah, and I probably had to be a nightmare for the editors. To kind of figure that out.
To pick and choose. Well, I know what they did. What they did was they added a bunch of like transitional shots and some B-roll to kind of pace it.
Fucking smooth the edges.
But that's why it moves, though.
Yeah.
You know?
But so the High and Mighty, it's about our buddy Jorge Diaz.
Yeah.
And he gets superpowers. When he's high.
Cello. He plays Marcelo.
Oh, my God, bro.
Cello.
They big-ass leaves, though.
Yeah, he's great in it, bro.
Shakira's great in it.
Shakira's
Chelsea.
Great. Shakira's great in it, but we make fun of her when she gets mad. But we laugh because she's always like, you guys had such a good time.
Yeah, and she was
shooting the show.
All her scenes are crying.
Hers are drama. They're hard drama.
She was just on the like 2 episodes ago.
She was, right? I think I saw that on your Insta.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to it.
I think we talked about that where she's like, it was terrible for me. Yeah. They were having a good time.
She always says that. She always says that. But she steals the fucking movie because she's fucking like so great in every scene, and it's so meaningful.
She has
and like,
great focus.
Like she makes that whole the comedy. She makes the bit like real.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes from being funny to real.
Again, when we were talking about like where is the blurred line, right? Comedy or drama or whatever. Yeah. It's like at the end of the day, if you she's crying in it, but you're still like. It's such a heartfelt. It was done right, man. It pulls on your heartstrings. Like Cello's trying to be a good guy. The scene where the mom came out. You know what I'm talking about? I don't want to spoil anything. But when I was like, because the cast her so well, and she just like
that shit was sad as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Do we cast? Yeah. Is it free radio?
Yeah.
It's not.
No, this is iTunes.
It's not PBS.
Say whatever the fuck we want.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
No, but she was great. And those days that we had, like those kind of more,
serious days.
You definitely felt the
it's
the
heavy
difference, But that's why I think it's so good.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Because it has both.
It has both.
It has the days where you're just laughing your ass off.
It's ridiculous, and then it's like you're like, oh, this guy has an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's when Shakira's dealing with, his mom's dealing with, and it's just an all around fun project.
It's heartfelt. It's a big old heart.
Very fucking.
And the writer Cesar.
They cranked it out like in a month.
Right? Yeah, we shot that.
He was there at the dinner when I was blacking out.
Yeah, Cesar was there.
He was sitting across.
He was like, he knew immediately. He was like, yeah, this guy's just flashing back. This guy's
no, he did it.
No, he didn't. Everybody was freaked out.
And there's like 10 people around.
Everyone's like,
are you good? They're like, your lips were blue, bro.
Yeah. We thought you were dead.
For real, dude. What a trip.
Bro, they would have freaked out if I'm not there, Lexi, making all these jokes, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because I felt them. Everyone gets so scared. And I was just hoping, I was like, no, this isn't going to last. If it would have lasted like maybe a minute longer, then I would have been like,
panicked.
Okay, we definitely have to do something.
They already had the phone. They were like, I'm about to call now. No.
Yeah.
And they're like, how did you just... Because it was like instant almost. I went out, and then I'm like, okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Fucking, hey, what's up, guys?
No,
what
you
happened?
were exhausted.
Bro, yeah. I was just fried.
You were exhausted.
I hadn't slept, and then we went to the screen, and we're there. And...
Bro, thanks for coming to support us like that, bro.
For real.
Dude.
And almost dying for you guys.
Bro, fucking cheers to
bro,
that.
Cheers to that.
Zevia,
cheers.
Bro. Zevia? Yeah, bro. Sponsored by. I mean,
hey, hook it up, Zevia. At least give me some product, man.
Yes.
We're always drinking Zevia.
Shit, lemon lime twist. Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Delicious, healthy soda. No sugar. Sweetened with stevia.
Wow. I actually emptied mine. I'm just.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Just for the
I'm
cameras.
just air doing it. Yeah, for the cameras. I'm just propping it.
I like the mine.
I don't drink liquids.
What do you think has been like the biggest difference for you doing it as a child and like as an adult? You know what I mean?
Acting? Pretty much what we were talking about.
Just
like
getting in your head and stuff. Yeah. Like, getting back to that.
Getting back to that. Or also not taking it personal.
it's not. It's never. It's usually never personal.
You know, because it isn't, and it's hard because they sometimes, you know, they can tell you something, or you can get a note back, or you get something, or you know, this person that means nothing to you, actually personally, but in this business, in this
grand
industry,
scheme of things,
means something.
Yeah,
they're holding the key to
have
the
you
door.
have you ever read, like help the casting director audition people?
I don't know how to read.
I don't know how to read.
No, that's the issue. Is that someone has to then tell me my lines, and then I get them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like, wait, tell me again.
How does it go?
Oh,
hey, fool.
Oh, 1, 2.
No, I mean, like, have you ever read? I mean, like, have you ever gone in to help a casting director audition people?
Yes.
Because we were talking about that with
it
Jorge.
Helps so much.
Yeah, bro. Because when you're in the room, you're just a 9 to 5. Really, it's kind of like that's what they is. Casting directors, they're trying
to get it over with.
Yes, bro. They're hoping you're
trying to go to lunch.
I was taught the opposite. I was taught they're looking for a mistake, but I was like, no, they're trying to find their fucking person.
No, I feel like if you go in with that mentality, it's kind of you're on the defensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're kind of like
trying to be perfect, and that's what happened to me early in my career.
There's no such thing.
I'd put the perfect shirt on, and I'd take off all my bracelets, and I, you know, hey, I'm the guy.
I'm an actor.
And they're like, get the fuck out, bro. Like, you know. And then as soon as I stopped giving a fuck, essentially, almost. Not that I don't give a fuck, but I'm so like, what's up? This is the product. This is what you're gonna get. I leave all my. I don't change. I'm like, that's somebody else's job. Right? Wardrobe is somebody else's job. Like some things will help me get.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
you're just going to do what you're
my job.
there to do.
You know what I mean? If you're worried about what shirt I'm wearing, it's probably not my role.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're not focused on the right thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean,
you're worried about what shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, bro.
Probably not.
Because you know that's the crazy thing you get into. You're like, oh, what am I gonna wear? How am I gonna? They gotta see me as this character. I'm like, if they're already calling you in. You know what I mean? You're already there. Yeah. It's just a trip. I don't know. What do you think your advice would be like for somebody who's a child actor starting out? What would you be? What advice would you give them? Be free, child.
I would really give it to their parents, parents, like not to be so overwhelming or overwhelmed with like things people ask you. Because I remember being little, bro, and being told like, you know, and it's something that we struggle with as actors, our appearance, right? And it's like, you know, your shape. What shape are you in? Yeah. And I'll never forget my manager brought me in, and he asked me, he brought me in, and he said, we need to have a big meeting. Yeah. Because
big meeting about big things.
Big meeting. So I was like, oh my God, big meetings. Yeah. We go upstairs, you know, to the office, and he sits me down and pretty much tells me like, you know, everything's going great. Everything's going amazing, young man. I booked a bunch of stuff, bunch of TV guest stars, you know, things are happening. Akilah and the Bee, this whole thing. And he goes, do you want to be, I'll never forget the way he told me this. He goes, do you want to be the chubby best friend or do you want to be the leading man? And I'm like 13, bro, 12, 13.
Bitch, I just want to work.
And I'm like looking at this guy like, kind of like, well, my mom's there. My mom's like, leading man.
Yeah.
Like, leading man, you know. Not knowing, like, we're just, you know. Yeah. And I'm just kind of like, no, leading man. I want to be a leading man.
Think about that now, like with that. I think also content has changed. At that time, he might have been right.
You're saying this to a child.
It's just so.
It's the difference.
Yeah, it's true.
You're saying this to a child.
Yeah.
And no, we don't know. My parents don't know at the time. My mom doesn't know really what's happening there. Yeah. But then it was like from that moment on, it was like, okay.
But a lot of people get fucked up.
Yes. Now it was like, okay, fuck it. You know, I got to lose weight now.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, you know, 12 years old, 13 years old, on a treadmill at 5 in the morning at Barry's Bootcamp. Bro. Because my mom, back in the day when Barry's Bootcamp first started, now it's like global company.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
It blew up.
Huge.
It's a huge following and great workouts too, Barry's Bootcamp.
Yeah. Shout out to Barry's Bootcamp.
But Barry, the actual Barry, like loved my mom, like because she loved working out and she still does, and like, you know, like big time working out in the
I feel like you guys were doing yoga in
like,
Bali.
We were.
Yeah.
Exactly. We were doing yoga in Bali. Thank you. Thank you, shoulder.
Yeah.
Thank you, hands.
Dude,
thank you, nose.
I'm yoga'd out, bro. I do it
really?
once a week. Yeah, I do it once a week.
I want to get into it more.
Bro, just go 90 minutes, bro. Come with me.
90 minutes?
Hot yoga, peak room.
Oh my God, I'll die.
Yeah, I know, that's the point.
That's the point. You die.
But you don't die. Like the whole thing. I remember my first one.
90 minutes?
Yeah, it's an hour and a half. So, and it's in a heated room. It's like 100, 110. But remember the first time I went in there, I had drank coffee, which I fucked up.
You're crazy.
And then I'm like 3 minutes in, I'm like, oh, I fucked up.
You pay to do this?
Yeah. My heart's beating and
How
shit.
does this work?
you have it really what it teaches me, bro, is focus, because it's the same 26 poses every time, but it's like you have to focus so hard on the breath and just right here. If I just do this right now, if I just do this right now, if I just do this right now, because if you start to think about, damn, it's hot, damn, I'm uncomfortable, you're gonna psych yourself out.
Is it like sauna hot?
A little bit less, a little bit less. Some studios will crank it up.
Is it breath hot? Like when you breathe in, the breath's hot.
No,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's not that hot.
It's not
That's
that
dry.
hot.
Yeah, it's not dry.
Okay.
But it's definitely fucking hot, and you're moving. But if you, I mean, I
gotta try it. I'll try it,
bro.
I mean, I'll faint.
You know? No. If you start to get dizzy or whatever, you can't leave the room. You gotta like lay down. That's it. And people do it all the time. They're like, fuck it, I'm tapping out for a second. They'll lay down and they'll join back in.
Come back, after the faint.
Kind of like me, bro, at dinner.
Maybe you were in a Bikram session.
That's what it was.
Maybe that's what it was. You were just in a Bikram and then you're out.
Like, guys, my lips just turn blue every time. It's normal. It's like something like 10% of people have.
It's my Bikram night.
Yeah.
Bikram night.
So she gets you into Barry's and then you start working out.
She gets me into Barry's and you know there's no kids allowed obviously, but she begs Barry and he's like, okay, fine. Yeah. So then I'm this little kid at 5 a.m. at Barry's Bootcamp. We're treadmilling it, you know, just trying to get in shape and lose weight and
such a fucking
not eating food. Yeah, like I was.
Fucks you up, bro.
We were in it.
Yeah.
We were in it. So that was all that mattered, and have to lose weight and all that stuff. So I'm like little, like hiding, eating food from my mom.
Yeah, because you're starving.
Yes, because
you don't want to disappoint.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, then eating food and then like throwing it up after because like I felt so guilty about eating it because I want to be a star and stupid shit that it's like.
But then people get
the
stuck
head of
in
a child. Oh my God, it's traumatizing.
100%.
And the head of a child. Then you're like, well, so I equate my greatness with this thing here.
Yeah.
If I'm not at that place,
then I'm not great.
Yeah. I can't be what they want me to be, what I want to be. I can't be me.
Which is it's a big thing because as performers, like you often seek. It's obviously, you know, everybody tries to be like, you know, oh, well, I'm not. But often we seek validation. We need it at a certain level. You know what I mean? At a certain point, you can say how much you want. I don't really need validation, but as a performer, every now and then you'll need like, even a booking. Like, you know how it is. Like sometimes you'll get dry season.
The Oscars, right? We're sitting here and be like, yeah, it really doesn't matter. We've never won an Oscar.
Yeah, of course not. But there's a curse too. You know that?
Is
like,
there?
Yeah, like how you make an Oscar and then you don't book shit for like.
Well, not if you're Mahershala Ali.
Yeah, it's true. Monique had it happen. A bunch of people. It's just because I guess.
But those are very niche roles. Niche. True.
Yeah.
Those are very niche roles.
She also went hard in the paint.
You know, she did.
Yeah. People don't want to fuck. Like once you kind of lose.
She was great in that way. What did she get that nomination for?
What it was.
Precious?
Yeah, I think it was actually.
Was it for Precious?
I think it was Precious.
Yeah, she killed that.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oprah's a phenomenal actress too.
She killed that. Oprah's great too. Oprah just got a nomination too.
Did she? Sure.
For this, she just did Oprah just did a movie where she got a nomination.
You know what's crazy? I think about it. I'm like, I think a lot of the like quote unquote work you do as an act, like a lot of it's just life work, figuring yourself out. And that's why I feel like someone like her, who's not like a traditional actress, you know what I mean? Like, but she's just figured out so much in her life that it frees her up,
or
to create.
Maybe she's so empathetic.
That's what I mean, and that's the work I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because so much of people don't realize acting is just really empathizing and stepping into the shoes, and a lot of times it's painful, right? If they give you a role that's like, you know, some shit, you got to sit there and create these experiences.
You're looking for the truth, and hoping to find it, or hoping
you're digging.
You're digging, exactly. You know, you're digging for gold, but it's truth gold, little truth nuggets.
Yeah, my teacher always says you can make the right choice, but you can't make like some people will come in there and cry at the right time, laugh at the right time, everything's in its perfect, but it's just so like it's
robotic.
Right. Yeah, it's right, but you can feel it in a room where some shit shakes you, and you're just like, oh,
when something's true.
Oh, you're like, damn, that shit fuck me
you
up.
feel it in your chest and the silence.
Yeah, bro. That's when you see an actor that's doing nothing. That's just and you're like, damn, like this motherfucker is in it.
That's the best.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
When you're up there on stage or when you're in a class or
anything on set
and just on set, and everything just goes so quiet because everyone's just like
it's like a flow state.
Yeah.
You're like in the zone, bro.
Yeah.
I love those feelings where you're just like, I can't just be like this all the time, and you
That's what you look for.
Yeah, you know, the goal is to do that 100% of the time, but walking into
be that great
room or whatever
and having waited like excuse me, Morgan Freeman has this great little quote where he says, "They don't pay me to act; they pay me to wait."
Oh
you
my
know,
God, bro.
because you're just waiting there all day, and then it's like, okay, we're ready for you. You gotta have that energy.
Yeah.
You gotta know everything going on.
Yeah.
You gotta come in there and just, boom, turn it on. Let's get my
We
job
call
done.
it on set. We call it hurry up and wait, right? Because they'll call you. 6 a.m. call. Let's do a 6 a.m. call.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Your first scene after lunch.
Yeah.
Right. So you're there at fucking. You wake up at 4 a.m. to leave your house by 5 to be there at 6.
We needed you here at 6 just in
But
case.
it's also because they've had some shitty people do some shitty things. You know how it is. Like some people, I've been in situations on sets where like someone just doesn't show up. I'm like, fuck it, whatever.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Actually, I think I've heard about that too.
Yeah. You never had that happen? I've had people that like the
I've been
fucking production
lucky,
just
man.
running around like, where the fuck's this person at?
I've been lucky to be a part of. I mean, I've been a part of a couple shit shows.
Yeah.
But just based off of money.
Yeah.
You know? But like,
That's
as far as the people, I've been blessed with like producers that are,
beautiful.
you know, they're passionate.
I feel like a lot of it too is just because you pick up on vibes, right? And they're like, I like this kid. He's a lot. You see a piece of yourself in him, or whatever, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And it's just a strange. Again, building your fucking teams. And you can do that in life, right? Like
Well, that's what life is.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's building your team to be like who do you want to be associated with? Who do you want to become?
That's what they talk about. You become the average of the 5 people you hang out with the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds so cliche and so like corny or whatever, but it's true, man. It's true. Like
I mean that's why I just hang out with lions.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You
Just
want to die
in my room? It's just me. I got 3
Could you imagine,
lions.
bro? Mike Tyson had tigers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mike Tyson.
Crazy, bro.
I mean, he's just Mike Tyson though.
Yeah, he's fucking Mike Tyson.
World heavyweight champion.
We're about an hour in. We're time for some.
Oh my gosh!
Bro, we got some Aussie questions.
I didn't know you sang.
Which is great. I know. I'm fucking phenomenal, right? I'll take that as a yes.
I'm fucking phenomenal. Right?
Yeah. All right.
You absolutely are.
Number 1 song of all time. Go.
Number 1 song of
All time.
Patiently Waiting, 50 Cent, Eminem.
I like that song. I actually have that on a video.
That's one of the first songs me and my dad jammed.
Bro.
Like hip hop that he was like, all right, you can listen to it.
When I went from like Thick Rick to like Fit Rick, that was the video I put up. And that's the song I had on it. I've been patiently waiting to attract.
That's a hard ass song.
Oh, I love that song.
Put that shit on it.
Number 1 karaoke song.
Number 1 karaoke song. It Wasn't Me, Shaggy.
That's a good one. That's a good jam, bro.
Saw me banging on the sofa.
It wasn't me.
Even out in the shower.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me, bro. Hey,
Got the marks on my shoulder.
it wasn't me. I love that shit.
What would your life's movie be called?
My life movie?
Yeah. The true story of J.R. Villarreal.
Forgiveness.
Ooh. All right, bro. All right. What's one hobby you've always wanted to take on but never committed to?
Climbing.
Have you seen Free Solo?
No, but I've heard a lot about it.
my
I need to
God.
watch it.
I haven't even watched the whole thing, bro. I started
to watch it.
It gives me anxiety.
Really? Heights? You don't like heights?
No, I fuck with heights. This guy's out of his goddamn mind.
Oh, no, what he did, yeah. No.
He's out of his mind, bro.
I need to watch it. I need to watch it.
Oh my God, bro. No ropes, nothing, just climbing a big ass mountain.
Think about that.
He had to rehearse it. So the way he would do it, he's kind of like, it's very strange because I feel like there's like almost like, you know how people have like their savants or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that, like in
Like-
a way where like it's just there's just a part of your brain that's maybe it's broken, maybe it's not, but where you just have this.
You mean like
crazy,
maybe like Asperger's or something like that?
kind of, but more of like you're so into it.
Oh, no, this guy's a prodigy.
That's all you do.
I mean, he's just kind of like seeing things differently.
But that's all he
other
does. He lives in a
humans.
van, he climbs, and he travels the world and climbs. And he made this route, so he did it with line, right? He did it with line, and he had to memorize each movement of what he did,
like
right?
a dance.
Exactly. And then he had to have like photographers too, and everybody film it. So people around you, think about that too. Like you're trying to climb, and there's a set of camera crew around. Like how much focus you have to have, because if you fuck up, you're dead.
Oh, the strength, bro.
He has like 8 hands too. It's weird.
Strength.
It's always like these weird lanky guys.
Yeah, no, it's pure strength, and
Yeah.
they're lighter. He's leaner.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't be heavy climbing up there.
Yeah, it's like marathon runners, you know.
No, I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
But I love climbing. Like I like to go.
Have you tried it?
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
but never like I mean like a mountain.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I would love to do it.
Let's go to some current events.
You ever seen MI2?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Remember
Bro,
the
that
opening
building?
there? Yeah.
Was it the
Which
building?
one?
Or was that 3
That's
or 4?
that's like 4, 5 or
We're
something.
talking about MI2. What's
MI2 is the one that John Woo directed, where he's
What's
out on
the opening?
mountain, he's climbing.
Oh yeah, and he answers the phone.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And he's hanging.
Like, he's like this. Eventually, he's like this. He's like,
Yeah.
classic Cruise, classic Cruise. You're like,
bro, he makes a damn good movie.
bro, come on, bro. He's a $1 billion franchise.
Bro, I'm like, okay, I get it. People talk shit about Scientology.
He's a
like,
solo Avengers, bro.
He is.
He's a solo Avenger.
He knows how to fucking make a movie. That's what he does.
Regardless of him as a human being, I don't know him.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless,
I don't know him either.
He makes great fucking movies, And thank you for that, Mr. Cruz.
We got a few of them. Boom. Have you seen the whole crisis that's happening in Venezuela, bro?
Yeah. What are the Can you fill me in more on the details of it? But I see what's happening.
There's all kinds of poverty and shit. And
two presidents apparently now.
Yeah, yeah. So one of them's in power, one of them's trying to run to get in power, right? But one of them has control of the military. The current guy. His name is Maduro.
Maduro. Yes.
So what's his last name? And he
yes. Okay.
It's a humanitarian crisis. So Colombia, Brazil, Puerto Rico started sending supplies in. And at the border, they start burning their trucks. They start shooting rubber bullets, gas, and all that shit. They don't want. So let me play this video for you. This is what he says.
I haven't seen this, so
yeah. So we're up here. Oh, shut up, Cheyenne.
Cool.
Damn.
Based out of San Diego.
Look at this shit. I was watching this and I'm like, damn. They can't get in. Look at them, they block off the roads. Es un regalo podrido. He's like, it's not a nation of beggars, but people are starving to death.
Why is this happening? Why is this guy such a piece of garbage?
That's what everybody's really talking about, because they're like, look at this guy. Like, this is all they have. These little kids, man. Little boys. Wide-eyed, not knowing anything, you know what I mean? Like, look, they're showing their food right now. Bro. Look at this. Damn. Day by day.
Damn, man.
And the thing is, you can't buy anything. The stores are closed. This is the guy that they want. He's sworn in.
Okay, so.
He said students, the U.S. is backing him.
Okay, so, but how does this other man have power over military?
That's my question. I don't know. Like, it's like some Donald Trump-like character in Venezuela. Just doing whatever the fuck he wants. I hate the way the cadence of the news people talking.
Yeah. Very neutral.
That is why what Billy was really doing.
Like, and that is how the woman
look at this
fell
drone
down
footage.
the stairs.
Drone footage of what's it called? The truck's on fire. If it plays, I don't know what's happening here.
They blocked it, bro. Venezuela blocked this shit.
That's it, bro. They don't want us to know.
This, bro?
They don't want us to know. But it's also like.
So he's trying to hold on to his
power.
presidency.
Yeah. Same thing's happening in Nicaragua.
Oh yes, as well.
And
revolution everywhere, bro.
Everywhere, bro.
It's the world. It's the time. It's the time.
Yeah. You know what? You ever heard of the theory of the 2012, the end of the world thing? Mm-hmm. I was like, I feel like it was the end of that world. If that makes any sense. Ever since 2012, there's been a giant shift in the way people like move, the way people are involved, the way people.
Did you use that word on purpose, or you just said that?
Which one?
Shift. It's been a giant shift.
Yeah, because I think there's been a giant shift since then.
But there was a shift in the Earth's axis.
Huh. That's why it ended there,
that's
right?
Why people said
they had like 28,000 year cycles.
Yeah.
I'm Mayan. I did my DNA.
There you go. Oh, well, there you go then,
yeah,
Trick. That's awesome then.
Yeah,
you
got
to know these things.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
I have a beautiful plaque of from La Pirámide del Sol.
Oh, yeah.
Of like
Quetzalcoatl comes down, the snake?
Yes.
Yeah. It's strange how they knew the constellations and everything.
Yo, it's so beautiful and strange and crazy.
Have you been to any ruins?
I've only been to La Pirámide del Sol y Pirámide
It's
de
in
la
Mexico,
Luna.
no?
That's in Mexico.
Yeah. I've been to a few. There's like 6 in El Salvador. And I went to some in, do you know Hugo and Sofia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to their wedding in Mexico.
I heard about that wedding. I heard
Phenomenal.
it was a beautiful time.
And we were in the jungle with these Mayans. They were like Mayan, real Mayans. Like they were speaking in Mayan. And we went to this passage, and we dove into these caves. Phenomenal, bro. Phenomenal time. Yeah. And then Chichen Itza was close by and everything. It's a crazy culture. There's this thing. There's a thing a common thing that I would say not elders, but the more enlightened people, they would say in la quech, which means like whatever I do to you, I do to myself. If I love you and do well unto you, I love myself and do well unto myself. And it's kind of like
yoga. It's like a yoga mentality.
Kind of, but it's more of like it's really like a greeting to yourself, being like hello myself. Really, I'm saying hi to you, but I'm saying hi to myself at the same time. And if you think about that, like in a society,
you treat everyone with respect
because you're treating them like they're you know. And it's such a simple thing, but it was so much more deeply ingrained in these cultures that were thousands of years old, and we're here living in America in the past 500 years. We think we got it figured out,
which is so sad, but classic human shit.
How do you feel about Bernie, bro? Check it out.
Love him.
It's my viejito right there. That's my little viejito.
Didn't he raise like $1 million in an hour?
This time around?
Yeah.
I donated a gang of money to his last campaign.
Really?
Yeah,
that's
bro.
awesome.
Every week, I'll just send him.
He should have waited. I don't know why he ran against Hillary. He's gonna run again though.
Yeah. How do you look at this? I love how it's like a little highlight reel.
Looks like Larry David. It's so funny.
He doesn't aged well, but he's stressed the fuck out because he's really taking this shit personal,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I hope he.
What do you like about him?
I like his stance on like universal health care. I like he's kind of radical.
Yeah.
I like that. I think we need somebody like him to just really just shake things up in the opposite direction, just the same way it was shooken up this way.
Yeah.
What
I like about him is that he just thinks with his heart a lot of the times.
I mean, it seems like it.
You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like he's always thinking about, because I've seen him retract on certain things, and like, what did it say? Juan 23.
He's a registered independent, not a Democrat.
Juan 23 Democratic primaries in 2016. 23. He was killing it. He got shafted by Hillary.
Yeah.
Did you hear about homeboy that got murdered?
Who?
The guy who was in charge of fraud for the Democratic National Committee.
No.
It's a kind of a crazy conspiracy. So what happened is the Democratic National Committee is supposed to be neutral. They're supposed to have Democratic candidates, and they're supposed to select whoever's going to run against the Republican Party. They had Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who's like, the aide to Hillary Clinton. They started plotting against Bernie in the party, which they're not supposed to do. And there was a kid in charge of fraud and data breach. And what happened is that the information got leaked into WikiLeaks, and all the emails got published, right?
Oh, okay, I remember this.
They found homeboy dead in front of his apartment, 2 shots in his back. They call it the old double tap. He was on the phone with his girlfriend at 4 a.m. Nothing was robbed. His phone's with him. Everything was with him, and he just got killed. And then right after the whole thing got discovered, Debbie Wasserman Schultz goes to join. It was just so like in your face. She was to work for Hillary Clinton's cabinet because she thought she was going to be a president. And then she lost. That's why I feel like you can't force people to pick what you want them to pick.
Bro, no one took it serious, bro. No one took the chance. No one took the fact that this man may become president serious. I know I didn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was a joke until it's like, wait, there's no one left but
Bro, when it was happening, I remember I was flying in from Mexico that day. And I was like, damn, they're not going to let me back in. But I remember I was just like, oh, my God. Like, because I'm watching the updates or whatever. And I'm like, this motherfucker's going to win.
He's going to win.
And everybody's freaking out. I'm moving to Canada. I'm doing this. I'm like, you ain't doing shit. Shut up.
You know what's so funny, bro? When I really, being here in L.A., in like the L.A. bubble, you know?
Yeah.
In my head, I really was like, there's no way Hillary doesn't win. In my head. Bro. That's okay. In my head, I felt like...
That's the thing, too. We have a problem because we're out here on the coasts, on this side or on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's a whole different world.
But the middle?
Everywhere. It's little bubbles everywhere.
Yeah.
But the LA bubble's so liberal.
Yeah.
That it's like...
You start to think the world works that way.
Yeah. So, and I remember going back to Texas to see my family and mentioning...
That's Trump country.
And mentioning to them, like, you know, that, wow, I can't believe we're probably going to have a female president. How y'all feel about that, you know?
Yeah.
And then my uncle started laughing their asses off. And he's like, you think Hillary's going to win? And I'm like,
they saw it because they're in that bubble too.
I think exactly. They're in the opposite bubble.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like,
and Texas is big as fuck.
Yeah, he's like, he starts laughing. He goes, "That's so cute how y'all actors in LA think y'all gonna change the world."
Bro.
And I started laughing. I said, "You're such an asshole."
Yeah, and then he was right. He was right. He was right. It's scary though.
You know, it was just a reaction to Barack, bro. Every election,
the pendulum swings. The pendulum swings.
Yeah. And that's why.
But imagine, bro, you seen a dinner where Obama was roasting Trump, and he's like, "There's one thing you'll never be, and that's the president of the United States."
Have you seen that video?
Yes, I've seen that video. And then he had to hand him over the fucking keys to the White House.
People say that
this might be the only reason.
Is the reason he ran.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, he's an egomaniac. Yeah. You know what I mean?
People said that night. They make jokes about it. I think even Stephen Colbert did a bit on it, or Showtime, or there's a bit I've seen.
There's been a million bits, yeah.
Of that exact moment where it's like he tried him.
Yeah, bro.
And then Donald Trump was probably like, "I'm gonna be president."
Have you seen the Simpsons episode that predicted it and everything?
The Simpsons predicted.
I feel like we're living in the Matrix, bro.
We are.
You can't write this shit.
We are.
You know.
Yeah. I think so. I think for every decision,
but it feels like
made or not made is just like an alternate reality.
Yep.
And sometimes we're kind of like here, you know.
Yeah.
We're kind of in between them.
Yeah.
It's scary, bro, to think about.
Yeah. I'm excited though because it can't get any worse.
Well, don't even say that.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't say that.
Gosh. Good Lord.
Well, boom.
Bernie ends up being even worse.
For real, right?
Imagine.
But I think he's a lot more understanding. He'll I mean, who knows? Who the fuck knows? We don't know shit, right? We don't know shit until we're there.
Shit, bro.
Yeah.
We don't know shit is honestly how I act.
Yeah.
Like that's the key to acting. Continually telling myself that I don't know shit so that I'm continuously
trying to learn. Yeah.
And then just hopefully becoming better.
Figuring something out.
Living in the moment. Fuck everything, you know?
All right, bro. We're about to wrap this up. One last thing you want to leave the people off with. Well, we could if you want to. One last thing you want to leave the people off with. What's the message JR Villarreal is going to leave with you?
Damn, what's the message?
Give me something, bro. What's at the top? It's on the tip of your tongue. You don't even have to think about it.
I don't want to sound cheesy, but just
be cheesy, bro. Give me all the cheese.
You know, love each other.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Just be nice.
Even if you don't agree with people.
You know?
Yeah.
Just be nice.
In la catch.
Be nice to people. In la catch. Exactly. That's the mantra for today.
What it is. Boom. In la catch. You know what? That's what we're gonna name the episode. In la catch.
In la catch. And that's really life. If we could all just kind of just not react from a place of anger or violence, then I think we could come to an understanding. Takes a lot of self-control. You know, it's hard. Yeah, because you get emotionally involved with things. What's your social? At JR Villarreal? It should be that. I'll probably change my thing soon, but it's at Instant Real Jerk. Oh, that's right. It's so weird. I don't know why I did it, but I'm a jerk all the time. Yeah. So at Instant Real Jerk on Instagram, and Twitter is at Villa J Real. Who am I, bro? You gotta get it all together, bro. Yeah, you're confusing people. Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm this guy, but I'm also that guy. Yeah, I gotta wake up. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna change to Juan Villarreal Jr. The Buco Cholo. Yeah. All right, bro. That's it, man. Episode 75, y'all. We'll be back next week. Thanks for coming on, brother. Thank you. Love you, man. This is great. Thank you. Yeah, that's about it. Catch you guys next week. Can you CGI me like this?